Thank you so much. Sort of nice to be playing in the Apple, you know. A lot of us are New Yorkers, and the start of this band was in New York. Sort of started off a skit, Saturday Night Live. You know, this new CD we've had about 30 reviews so far, and every one of them has been 5-star reviews. So we're really proud of it. And the nice thing about it was, we had the idea that we wanted to sort of pay a nod, give a nod to our legacy and to our history, you know. So we couldn't do, you know, Alan Rubin used to love B-movie boxcar blues. So we found a Delbert McClin tune that he would have loved, you know. And then we didn't want to do another Cab Calloway tune, but Rob suggested Feet's Too Big. And so the whole album sort of came together like that in the most harmonious and organic way. And then we went into a great studio out in Hoboken called Iwi that was perfect for us. And we had Jay Messina, our engineer, who's here, an old friend of ours. He's already working on his Grammy speech for Best Sound. So this couple goes into to adoption agency from the circus, and they say they want to adopt a child. And the guy from the circus says, well, we don't really think that the circus is an ideal environment for an adoptee. And they said, well, why? He said, well, for one thing, housing. He said, but look, here's pictures of our 60-foot house trailer with a room and a bathroom for the kid. And it's immaculate, you know. And the guy said, well, that's nice, but, you know, there's also a matter of education. He says, yeah, but the circus, we have like 400 people in the circus. We have our own school. The director of the school is from the French Lycée. All the kids are bilingual. He says, well, okay, but then, you know, there's diet and there's exercise. And he said, well, but we have a nanny already contracted. She's a fitness instructor, and she's also a wonderful chef, you know. And the guy says, wow, I have to admit I'm impressed. He says, what age child are you looking to adopt? I said, the age doesn't matter, just so long as it's small enough to fit in the canon. You know, I say in the liner notes, but it is true. If in 1978, at the start of the Blues Brothers, which was really a kaleidoscopic, psychedelic sort of thing, it all happened so fast. And, you know, when the gig first came up, actually, I wasn't on in the horn section. It was Tom and Alan, and they both said, especially Tom, I think, lobbied Belushi and Aykroyd and Paul said, you know, we got to have Lou too in the band. And so I sort of owe it to them. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, you kept me on the road for 50 fucking years. But, you know, I remember it was so electric. I remember playing at the Universal Amphitheater. As a matter of fact, that banner I stole from the after party of 10 nights at the Universal Amphitheater opening act for Steve Martin, the beginning of the Blues Brothers, when we recorded Briefcase Full of Blues. That's been in my closet, unfurled, since 1978. Thought it was a hip time to break it out. But I remember vividly looking out in the front row and seeing Jack Nicholson when we were playing B-movie Boxcar Blues, and it was burning. And I looked over at him, and he looked at me, and he went, wow. So I knew we were on to something. But had anyone told me then that in 2017 I'd still be on the road with Steve Cropper, I would have told them they were out of their minds. But we have had the greatest adventure because the nature of our band, we play places that if we were like Sting, or if we were like the Blues Brothers would have been had Belushi lived and we had still kept going on, we could never have played a place like this. And we couldn't play the places that we play in France or Italy or Germany, small 3-county festivals where they invite you to the mayor's office and they have the wine and everything from the region. and we get treated like kings. And we've had the privilege and joy of traveling around the world since 1988. We started back and playing for thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world, and it's because of fans like you. So thank you. From the bottom of our heart to you. Now buy the CD for Christ's sake. Let me introduce the guys one by one. On the drums, he's got his own wonderful band here in New York called the Funk Philharmonic. Lead, Funkytime, Finkelstein-drums.
Tom, do you have collision on that Barry? If I'm not gonna...
Okay, sorry.
Actually, I'd like to... it's a little low here. It's unusual, it's usually way up here. I just, this night, as Steve Cropper said in the beginning of the evening, is dedicated to our late great bass player Eric Udell. And big round of applause. He's on the CD. He's killing it on the CD. We miss him big time. You miss him. I go back with Eric a really long time. We played every kind of music imaginable, and I have him to thank for introducing me to this family, to this brotherhood. I'm blessed to be playing with these guys, and it's because of Eric. So Eric, thank you. We miss you. We love you. And thank you, everyone. Thanks.
And on the bass, from Nashville, Tennessee, stepping into some big shoes and filling them handsomely, James Hags Haggerty on the bass. On guitar, I get to play in his great band. We were in Japan in the summer with Steve Gadd and Randy Brecker. John Smokin, John Tropea. On the keyboards, we got two great keyboard players. Rusty is Penn's steady sub. Penn has been with us since we started back in 1988. He's a master musician. My wife, my beautiful Spanish wife, Sita, she always says she's never heard a band that wouldn't be better with Pendarvis in it, and I agree. Leon the Lion Pendarvis. And the irrepressible, his song on our new CD will make you laugh, I tell you, it's beautiful. He is the Cloudmeister, Rusty Cloud on the key. It's amusing now, but at 3 o'clock in the morning in the hotel, it's not so much fun. Our horn section, let me start off with my sub. On the rare occasions when I am not able to play with the Blues Brothers, Baron Raymonde steps in. I met Baron when he was playing with Matt Guitar Murphy's band. And you know, we were able to get Matt Guitar Murphy to play a solo on the album on Don't Go No Further, actually, the solo that Joe played. And on trombone, he's a wonder. He is Trombonious, Larry Farrell. Hail Trombonious! The late, great Alan Rubin, someone that we love and miss terribly. The funniest guy ever. Fab was the funniest guy. one time he was doing a recording and Alan had bought a Goldwing Mercedes. Actually, Murphy Dunn introduced him or found it for him. Did you get a finder's fee for that, Moith? Anyway, Murphy Dunn, he set it up and Alan had this Goldwing Mercedes, and there was a real arrogant client in the control room on this jingle we were doing, and Alan went in to check on one of the takes, and the guy was bragging about his new Jaguar, and Alan says, well, it's a beautiful car. He says, I have a sports car too, and the guy says, what do you have? And Alan says, I have a Goldwing Mercedes. And the guy says, how does a trumpet player afford a Goldwing Mercedes? And Alan says, well, I double on flugelhorn. I've known Steve Howard since he was a teenager and sat in with a big band that I was directing in Texas. On trumpet from Dallas, Texas, Steve Catfish Howard. And you know, this guy I heard playing with the Southern Mississippi State Band at a jazz festival in New Orleans, or I don't think it was New Orleans, somewhere down south. And I was with the North Texas State Band, and I heard him play, and I said, you should come to North Texas. And he did. That was when? I don't even know. It must have been around 1967. We've been playing together ever since. Tom Bones Malone on the trumpet. You know, our three singers, all three of these guys played with us when Eddie was traveling with us. Eddie has not been traveling as much as he used to, and so that's one reason why we're so thrilled to have Eddie here tonight, because it brings back so many great memories of the years we traveled together. But Rob and Eddie sang together, Tom and Eddie sang together, Bobby and Eddie sang together. So when all three of those guys, Tommy, Bobby, and Rob, became available at the same time, we just said, well, let's try it with three guys, and we've been so happy with the result. It's so great to have three killing singers out front. So Bobby sweeps all hard, and Tommy pipes McDonnell, Rob the Honeydripper pop. They'll be right back up. And finally, last but not least, he's a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's one of the founders of the Stax-Volt sound. He's the author of many of the songs we play. He is Steve, the Colonel Cropper.
Before I introduce this ugly butt, I do want to thank Joe Louis Walker tonight, Murphy Dunn, the greatest singer I've ever worked with and wrote with, the one and the only, knock on wood himself, Mr. Eddie Floyd. And this guy, I get to introduce him when we are on the road. How about Blue Marini on saxophone? They do not get any better than that. So we're going to leave you hopefully feeling good, and I hope your feet hurt when you get home. If not, I hope your butt hurts from wiggling so much. So let's get them back out here. The three amigos themselves. Are they coming out? Well, Lou's got more to talk about.
No.
Good God, I don't have time.
No. I just wanted to say Paul Shaffer, remember Paul.
My God, the shiv. How did I forget the shiv? You better warm my hand. My hand's still hurting from playing that song.